The Kings and Warriors play tonight. And man, I am astounded that whatever the Kings Warriors rivalry is, is it right? I guess there's enough regionality to it that you just call it a rivalry.
Okay.
Just by just because the teams they were both so bad for so long.
Yeah, wasn't there like a 29-year period or something where only one of them made the playoffs?
Yeah, right. They had never been in the playoffs at the same time. Until they faced each other in 2023.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
So they were both bad, and then the Kings got really good.
Uh-huh.
And the Warriors were ass.
Oh, they're bad. Yeah.
And then they were both bad again.
Uh-huh.
And then the Warriors got really good.
But great good.
Great good.
Yeah.
The Kings were really bad.
Yep.
And then as the Warriors started to decline, the Kings started to get really good again. And they kind of met in the middle in that 7-game series in 2023. And at that point, you and I talked about this because our show began September of 2023, about 5 months after that series ended.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about how it feels like the Kings and Warriors are doing this. Their ships passing in the night. The Kings are heading up. The Warriors are on this decline. And they just kind of met in the middle for some amount of time. There will be some rivalry there, but then the Warriors are eventually going to fall off into a rebuild and the Kings are going to keep it.
Yep.
And that how quickly, it's not just that isn't what happened. It's that isn't what happened like overnight.
It's very strange.
Because was it the next year that the Kings eliminated Golden State in the play-in, and that was it. Like it's over. It's a fascinating thing because Sacramento has just we don't need to go over all the wrong turns they've made since that 2023 playoff series. But then there's Golden State, who it's not like Golden State has been awesome.
No.
They've made the playoffs.
They've just kind of they've plateaued and they at a much lower place.
They've stayed as good as they can stay with Steph Curry leading them.
Yeah, exactly.
Is kind of the gist of it. They made the playoffs. They won around last year, but they're not title contender. Like they're certainly not as good as they were as they hoped they would be when they in 2025 after they won the title in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a weird thing because I see Kings Warriors on the schedule and I'm like, oh, exciting. But is it? Not the Kings are bad. Golden State is not very good.
No.
This is Does this have juice? Does this game have juice for people? Do people care more about this game? Here's I guess why. Here's why I asked. 916-909-1320, 916-909-1320, and then caller who's on hold right now who can hear me talking to you through your phone. Hang in there 1 second. We'll get to you in a moment. But the reason I ask is, does the anti-Golden State sentiment outweigh the tank sentiment? Would you rather beat Golden State than continue losing and continue climbing towards a top 3 pick in next year's draft?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think a lot of people would like to see the Kings beat the Warriors.
Everybody wants everybody wants the Kings to win every game.
Yes.
That's that deep in your soul, you want the Kings to win, but you understand how a loss could benefit them.
Yeah, outside of Mark Robertson, the tank commander, everybody else, when I walk into a building, I don't get the overall sentiment that everyone there wants to see the Kings lose.
They're very much the opposite.
No, they want to see a good game. They want to see the Kings win. There were a lot of fans that were bummed out that the Kings didn't hit a last-second shot against Dallas and beat them.
Yep.
If a 3-point shot would have gone in and the Kings would have won that game, Golden One Center would have they would have blown the roof off the building. That's what would have happened.
Mm-hmm.
The fans would have been clapping and cheering and screaming light the beam for 10 minutes after the game.
Yep.
They all would go outside and watch the beam and hang out and take pictures with their kids and their family, and like that's what would have happened. So I think there is this weird sentiment that, oh, everyone just wants him to lose. No, I think everyone in Sacramento is still very much pulling for Doug Christie. They want Doug Christie to find success. Like that's where I'm at with a lot of the people that I see around that talk to me. Like everyone's like, oh man, it's such a bummer, they're so bad. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that people tune in and hope that they lose. Some people do, a very small percentage.
Yeah, no real person does that. And even then,
Mark, you're not a real person. Sorry.
but even people, so even people like Mark, the Kings tank commander, I don't think deep down Mark watches Kings games, and when they're down 26 to the Bucks and are making this comeback and Zach LaVine throws down a huge dunk, I doubt Mark and people like him who want to see the Kings lose are sitting on their couch mad.
Yeah.
Like they're not angry and like, oh my God, what are they doing? Like, come on, you got to miss that. Like that's just not, you don't do that as a sports fan.
I think John Bull captured it perfectly. Every game is a win-win. They win.
Yes.
Awesome. They lose. Even better. No, I think that a lot of people, like, they're starting to feel that way. It's like, look, I'm okay with them losing.
I think, I wonder, I ask, because I think there might be a couple teams like this. Does Golden State go in the bucket of team that's not the case? Where it's not a win, like, no, you want to win this one. Like, you're going to, you lose to Dallas, it's like, oh, annoying they didn't win, but whatever. Cool, another loss. Let's get that number one pick, baby. Let's go. Whereas let's just say that this Golden State and Sacramento game tonight goes exactly the way the Dallas game did. Kings up the whole game. Golden State makes a run. It's back and forth at the end. Kings can't close it. That feels like it stings a little more. I think the Lakers fall in that bucket too. Like Kings Lakers, I'm like, you got to get this one.
Yeah, Doug Christie is still looking to go find Rick Fox and punch him in the face. No, I mean, really, there is a hatred for the Lakers. I think that like there was a budding rivalry with the Warriors. There is a hatred for the Lakers, and the Lakers will always say, well, it's not a rivalry because they never beat us.
Yeah,
and
right.
Like, and the Kings fans will respond, yeah, but it was your 5 players on the court and 3 other dudes wearing with whistles.
Yeah,
like, right. Yeah, you didn't beat us. Totally. They beat us. Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's always going to be the way that you're looking at it. But yeah, Doug hates the Lakers.
And 29 fan bases hate the Lakers.
Yeah.
So for them, it's not.
Doug actually played for the Lakers and still hates the Lakers.
Yeah, man. The other part of this, when you say there's a hatred for the Lakers, I feel like it's similar for Golden State, but I think a lot of it is Draymond Green driven. I feel like had Draymond Green retired last season, I think it's different. Like that's that dynamic, because that was what really set that series over the edge, right? That was what, there was all the trash talking beforehand. And there was all the who's going to guard Steph, who's going to guard De'Aaron, well, who's going to guard Domas. Like there was all this, there's all the back and forth. There's the sniping, but on Twitter and in radio hits and on TV hits, and there was all that.
The dot.
But that was the dot. But that was all like, friendly fan. It got a little intense, but okay, it's basketball. And then the Draymond Domas incident happens, and it was like, oh, this is now a blood feud.
Yes.
That to me is what set that over the edge, and that to me is why this still has juice, because number 23 is still suiting up for Golden State. You want to beat Steph, obviously, because you want to beat every good player that comes through. Like you want to be the team that beats that player, but then you really want to beat Draymond, because to hell with that guy. I think that's the when I look at this, that's it, because like Buddy Hield. Okay, we all make our jokes about Buddy Hield. Golden State had an advertisement out for tickets for tonight's game with Buddy Hield on the advertisement. It's local heroes night. and Buddy Hield was on the advertisement. I thought that was great. But that to me is what I think drives it, because I'm like, man, I know there was the playoff series, but the Kings got them back in the play-in, and it's not like Golden State is great anymore. They're not some title contender that the Kings are chasing down. Like, no, it's just a mid team against a bad team, and like I don't. But I settled on the Draymond of it all, because that moment that went beyond basketball. Mm-hmm. That went beyond, I want my team to beat your team. That turned it into, oh, there's real life beef now.
Yeah.
And that's the element to this that I think sticks in a way that it wouldn't otherwise.
I think you're right.
Anyways, I think it's a gettable one. I think Golden State's better. I think they have a much higher ceiling, particularly with all the injuries the Kings have.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've watched Golden State this year, you know they are susceptible to playing very, very bad basketball, where they turn it over. The Kings are running out like they did against the Mavericks. It's not a great shooting night for the Steph can go off, but Quentin Post, Moses Moody,
mm-hmm.
D'Anthony Melton, Jimmy Butler, not a great shooter. Like this is a gettable one for the Kings. But I don't think I'd pick Sacramento to win any game at this point.
Yeah, I'm not betting on them. No, you're right.
Should be fun. I'm excited that January 9th game between a 500 team and a 8-29 team has a little juice. That's fun. That's a fun thing. Even if it's not the kind of juice we hoped it would have, it's still going to be a lot of fun.